Hello friends, I am Farhan from HLTF Tech, and today I am going to tell you about inheritance versus unique permissions in SharePoint. Okay, first of all, let me tell you about the inheritance. If we enable inheritance, then what happens? For example, we have a SharePoint web application. In this web application, we have a single site collection, and in this site collection, we have one subsite and two apps. Apps may be your document libraries or list or anything else. Okay, there are many apps in SharePoint web application that are provided out of the box. You can also add custom apps in SharePoint. Okay, now what we are going to do, we have one user group, and this user group is you are assigning this user group the permissions to access this complete SharePoint single site application. Okay, so what will happen, all the permission will be inherited from the top hierarchy, that is web application, to the lowest one, that is towards the individual apps. So all permissions of this user groups will be equal for all of these sub levels. Okay, so what are the pros of inheritance? That is easy to manage. For example, you have one user group, you will assign it at the top level, and all the members of the user group will have access to all of the resources of this web application. Okay, the second thing is, uh, it is very clear that you will have same permissions for everyone. For example, there are multiple apps or anything subsites, then all the users of this user group will have same permissions. What are the cons of this model? uh, First of all, if you will configure the search service that is used for searching the in content or the documents or content of the site, so what the search will do, all users will have same rights. All the documents residing in this document library or all the content of this web application or site collection will be accessible to all the users. You cannot assign unique permissions. For example, if there are some sensitive resources in app 2 uh, that you want to limit, you want to limit the access to some particular users only. In this type of model, it is relatively very complex or nearly not possible. Okay, so coming towards the unique permissions. Okay, we have SharePoint web application, we have a single site collection, and in this site collection you have a subsite 1, app 1 and app 2, and you have subsite 2, app 3 and app 4. Okay, you have a primary group in which all the members or all the groups of your organization are a part of this primary group. Okay, in this example I am explaining you about two user groups. You may have multiple user groups. All of these user groups are the part of primary group or are the member of primary group. So what will happen for accessing this website? Okay, for accessing this website, you will assign the permission to the primary group so that all the users can access the front page of your site collection or website. Okay, now in the website there is no content, there is only a front page. This front page may be representing your organization or the information related to your portal or website. Now in this web application you have repository here, that is your data is in either subsite 1, app 1, app 2, or your data is in subsite app 3 or app 4. Up till now we have only assigned all the users of this group that is primary group, the access of your site collection. Now if I want to restrict user group 1 to access only the documents or the content of this sites or apps, I want that the user group 1 want to will access only subsite 1, app 1 and app 2. So I will define unique permissions for this one, and similarly for user group 2 I want that they access, that all the members of this group access the resources of subsite 2, app 3 or app 4. So I will define unique permissions here. Okay, these users, since the part of primary group, can access the website, but as far as the content is concerned, you are defining the unique permissions. Okay, so this model is known as unique permissions. For this you have to disable the inheritance and you have to define the unique user groups. What are the pros? First of all, unique permissions for unique groups, unique resources. This is if you have unique resources and you want this user groups to restrict to this resources and this group to this resources, then you can use the unique permissions. In inheritance it is not possible, that we have earlier discussed. Okay, the second thing is that search is configured different as per unique rights. User group 1 can search only the resources of subsite 1, and similarly the user group 2 can access the resources on which they have access. Okay, so it will be unique as per the defined rights. What are the cons? It is relatively difficult to manage. In previous model of inheritance, you were seeing that we were managing the users at only one point, because they all the rights were inherited to all the resources of the website. But in this you want to assign different rules, different rights to different resources, so it is relatively difficult to manage. So this is all about the unique permissions or an inheritance. uh, Last of all, let me tell you which model is recommended. Let If you have a very simple structure in which you want that all the resources can be accessed by all the people of all the members of your team or your organization, you can prefer to adopt the unique permission inheritance model. But if you want that different resources may be accessed by different user groups, or different groups have different access to or unique access to different resources, then you may select the unique permissions model. uh, Most commonly unique permission model is used in most of the organizations. I thank you all for watching this video. Kindly subscribe my channel so that I may share more videos with you regarding SharePoint and virtualization and related technologies. Thank you all. Take care. Goodbye.